So that's where the brand comes in as being important, because you want that brand to be memorable. And you want, if you're running an ad, you don't want to be Joe Schmo. You want to be something that people are going to recognize. You know,
So when you're setting up an author brand, when you're thinking about this, what are some common missteps? What are some things that people maybe accidentally do wrong? They don't necessarily know what they're doing, or they're making a decision, but it's not necessarily the decision that's going to benefit them in the long run.
I think they approach it with the mindset that they're going to write it and the audience will come, rather than having the audience first and then writing it.
Right.
And I think that's that's something that in the industry has flip-flopped in the last maybe 8 years or so, whereas you could pop onto Amazon, just publish what you wanted to write, and people would buy it because ebooks were kind of new and that kind of thing. But more in more recent years, I would say probably since about 2016 or 2017, you almost have to have that audience first, or you have to pay to play. So that's where the brand comes in as being important, because you want that brand to be memorable. And you want, if you're running an ad, you don't want to be Joe Schmo. You want to be something that people are going to recognize. I have a client, for example, he had a book in real estate because he was a real estate agent out in California. And he was the member of a couple of real estate agent Facebook groups that had, multiple thousands of people in there. And so when he published his first real estate book, he posted to these Facebook groups where he was active, and he hit #1 bestseller within like 2 weeks with hardly any effort at all, because he had that audience first.